guys, welcome back to my channel. So before we get started, like, subscribe, and hit that post notification. But today, I've actually already posted 3 videos today. Whoa. But some things have happened. And I'm sorry, it's really funny, but I'm going to be talking about 2 things today. One is about the video of Lewis trying to, like, talk about his tattoos, and it's just the funniest thing because it sounds so stupid, and I'm like, who even thought that was a good idea? And we're also talking about how it's confirmed that Olivia and Harry aren't actually dating. So yeah, so first thing I'm going to talk about is how Olivia and Harry aren't actually dating, and then I'm going to get into the tattoo because the tattoo video is just so funny. But first, let's talk about Olivia and Harry. So in each photo, so in April 20, oh my god, I can't talk, but in April of 2021, they were seen at a park together and then, like, walking around together. But in each photo, there's not, like, their faces are covered. And it's just, like, in each photo that's together, they either have a mask, a hat, and, like, a hoodie over them, or their backs are turning to the camera. So I'm like, that's how you know. It seems very, very suspicious because in each photo, it just never looks like them, like, ever. So sometimes they're together and it looks like them, and then other times it doesn't. So look at this. So I looked it up and I said, how tall is Olivia Wilde? She's 5'7". And then if you look up, and then people also search for how tall is Harry Styles, he's 6 foot. So what? So then okay. Anyways, so she is 5'7" and Harry is, 6 foot. So this, I'm going to show you a photo of them together. This is totally them with their backs together, standing up, and this is what a 6-foot person next to a 5'7" person actually looks like. So this is supposedly them in a park. Right? Hold on. Let me show you. This is supposedly them in a park. So that's supposedly Olivia, and I know it looks smaller than it actually is. But that's Olivia, right? And it looks smaller, but just pay attention. So that's Olivia, right? That's 5'7". And that's supposedly Harry, who's 6 foot. And that kind of makes sense, right? Well, look at this. They were seen in another park of Olivia and Harry. And look, I noticed how both photos, they have their back to each other. Well, this is supposedly them. Look at that. Look at that. That's supposedly Olivia and Harry. Look at the height difference now. These were a few days apart. How does one girl go from 5'7" to literally 6 foot? She's almost taller than Harry in the second photo that I showed you, which doesn't make sense. And then you see they have, like, their shirts on, right? And it's like this, and he has, like, this green one on, and he was posted in a picture with it. But the thing is that it just doesn't make sense because he had, like, the pink beanie on, which is actually Olivia's from a while ago. But it's still, did I just, oh my god. I just broke my glasses. Ow! That hurt! That's so bad! Okay, we're just gonna ignore the fact that I just broke my glasses. Literally just... We're just gonna ignore that. The fact that I literally just broke my glasses. I needed new ones anyways. Anyways, let's keep going. So, it just doesn't make sense at all. Because it's like, how did she go from, like, that height difference in a few days? And this seems to be the case in every, like, video or photo, like, a few days apart. They always look, like, different a little bit. Like, something is different about each girl and each guy. So, then, there's actual photos of them on, like, the DWD, which was like the film that she was filming at the time, like whatever. But now a BUA was out just a few days after like DWD was done filming. So I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Are you literally kidding me? And then like it just doesn't make sense. I'm like, how do you go from one height to the other? And I'm like, that's why I think that like it's fake, because in each girl is like a different height, and then each guy is a different height, and they're always like their backs are turned to the camera, so you can never see the face. And I'm just like, right, that's totally them. But that's all I have on like that, because like there's really nothing else. That's why I think they're like she's a beard, because let's be honest. We already got a BUA, them hanging out again, them never kissing, and them all being different, like I don't know. Look, I just realized something else. Look at the legs. I know this sounds weird, but just look at the legs in each photo. They kind of look different. Like one looks legs there, like skinny, and then like a little bit bigger. I don't know. The legs look a little bit different. So, I mean, I don't know, but come on. You're telling me that's them? That doesn't even look like them. So then that's all that's on like them as of right now. But let's talk about something else. Let's talk about the tattoo video with Liz Thomason, because my dude really messed up. And okay, so when you get a tattoo, a lot of times there's a meaning behind it. Every time there's a meaning behind it. Sometimes you want to match with your best friend, which they seem to do a lot. Sometimes you want to get it with your partner, and sometimes you want to do it because you really always wanted tattoos, but there's always you choose it because you like it, and well, let's just talk about the behind. So, as you know, there's a couple tattoo with the rose and the dagger, right? Well, Lewis went to go get the rose, and the person said, well, don't you want to get the dagger? Because that's a weird that would be like a weird like representation of like just the dagger, because like why would he just get the dagger when it's supposed to be like a relationship thing? And the person who like did the actual tattoo for Lewis said that Lewis, when after he was asked, Lewis' response was, oh, the rose is already taken care of. And at the time when he got this, the year before that, the rose was the one that Harry got. Harry got a rose. So that's the first thing. That's like, whoa. The second thing is that they always seem to match up. Well, if you look at like the representation of what each tattoo actually means, right? What the heck? I just broke my shirt. If you look at the representation, that's actually kind of funny. This video is so bad because I'm literally like I keep breaking things. My shirt just like broke. This reminds me so much of what happened with Harry. I'm getting flashbacks. Okay, actually though, like on a real note, did I just break my shirt? For no reason at all, did I actually just break my shirt? Okay, well, anyways. So I had the shirt on and it just broke. But that's great. This is how great my life is going. I just broke my glasses. This keeps happening. I'm over it. Anyways, so if you look at like the representation of like a couple tattoos, there's one with a boat and like a compass, right? That's the same ones that they got. So then there's like everything just matches up. So in each relationship one. So like Harry has the nails, and then the day after that, Lewis got the horseshoe. And if you don't know, like one the others, and then it matches. Then you got the compass and the sailor boat. They were asked what that meant, and he goes, oh, and didn't really know what to say. Well, all of these are really like couple tattoos and friends. So then he has a tattoo right here. Harry has a tattoo right here that has a saying. And then on Lewis's arm right here somewhere, I don't know where it is, somewhere on one of the arms, he has like quotation marks. And then he's like, oh, and then he has one with a skateboard. And then he has like a guy riding the skateboard and like tiny ones like that. But then he also has like the dagger, the rose. No, they match up. That is a relationship one. But you would think, oh, if he has the dagger, that means Eleanor would have the rose. She doesn't. She doesn't have any tattoos besides the L that keeps disappearing. Somehow. For some reason. Keeps disappearing, yep. Keeps disappearing and then it pops back up in some random photos. And he has an E that keeps disappearing and appearing back and forth. So that's really all. And guess who does have the rose though? Harry Styles himself. And they all have like a bunch. They have a lot. But the thing is that they always seem to match up with each other. So like the horseshoe, the nails, the compass, the sailboat, the quotation marks, the cage and the birds actually, the wings, the butterfly. So yeah, so one of them I can't remember. I think it's I think Harry has a cage somewhere on his body. I can't remember, somewhere on his body, and then Lewis has like little birds. And you want to know what? So let's get to the actual video because, bro, this is just depressing. This is how did I break it? Like I just oh, I see, right here. That should be standing up and it shouldn't move, but it is. Well, that's depressing. Well, go me. Anyways, so let's talk about the video. So then, and usually, like I said, you always have a reason. And he had a relationship tattoo. And when he was asked that, he was like, I don't know. Everyone just kept telling me to get a dagger, so I did. But they said in 2013 or 2014 when he got the dagger, it was on there. People kept saying, get the dagger if Larry is real. Because they found out that, like, it was a relationship one and Harry had got the rose. So a year later, after Harry finally got the rose, and people were like, get the dagger if Larry's real. He gets the dagger. And as you know, they have the ropes. They have so many. But Lewis has a triangle tattoo that he did not talk about. And many people noticed that he didn't talk about it. But like when he was talking, like yeah, he could lie about like the Larry ones. Not very well, clearly. But he could definitely lie about it. Well, he did lie about it. And many fans know that he lied about it because he didn't say anything about the actual triangle tattoo. And every time he was like, there's really no meaning behind any of these. Like, right, you just got a bunch of tattoos that, like, you didn't have a meaning to. Sure thing, you got a relationship tattoo that literally means nothing. With Harry, that means nothing. Right, and he didn't really know how to explain it. Like, he didn't really know, like, he kind of just was like, oh, this one is nothing. And he would, like, look over at management. And I was like, buddy, come on. Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this was a good idea? Because I just want to know, like, if I was management and I was like, no, you can't, I would be like, no, you cannot do this. But, like, nah, someone was like, I'll help you out. I'll help you out with your Larry. I'll help you out with your Larry problem. And was like, just do it. And I was like, I feel like that's definitely how it went. But then he forgot a tattoo, which happens to be the triangle tattoo. Now, some people who didn't really understand what the triangle tattoo was were very, very confused because they didn't know why the tattoo meant so much to people or why he tried to hide it and why his socks were up so, long. And he has it on his ankle. So he had his socks pulled up. really like tall as well, covering his one tattoo that he didn't even try to bring up. So, you know, he could lie about the other ones, but he could not lie about this one. He could not. So the triangle tattoo was actually, when tattoos started to become like a thing, right? They were actually hidden in the LGBTQ community. And so many people couldn't trust, many people couldn't trust anyone to tell them their secret. So what someone started, and I think it was in the 50s or the 60s, I don't know when tattoos became like a really good thing, but they started hiding, and this is how they would hide. So they would get the tattoo, and that's how you knew if someone was gay or not, and that's how you got to tell someone if you were gay or not, if they had a triangle. And a lot of the times they would draw it, and it was a sign like, oh, I'm gay. But no one else knew that besides like a community, like besides the LGBT community. This went on for years, and it's still used to this day. And Pink is gay, and he has a pink triangle on his ankle. He also has a pink triangle and blue triangle in his movie, in his music video. A lot of pink triangles. And I'm just like, yeah, totally. It means nothing. You just had to hide it. I was like, right, totally meant nothing. You just basically said the same thing for every tattoo. He's like, oh, I haven't even looked at these in like years. Like, how do you not look at something that's literally on your body? Like, do not lie to me. Do not lie to me. I will catch you. I will catch you. But I did catch him, so, and many other people did as well. So yeah, I don't even know who this was, but I definitely think that whoever did this was definitely a Larry fan. Was definitely a Larry. Hardcore Larry. That worked with him. And actually, some girl is literally the luckiest girl in the world, because her dad used to work with One Direction, and are you kidding me? Literally every time. I hate this shirt. Worked with One Direction. I literally gave up. But worked with One Direction and showed like the staff everything. Showed the staff thing, and then on the back of it said One Direction. So that's how you know, like, she had the shirt. She posted it, and she said, yeah, and her dad didn't know, like, it was not, like, supposed to be out. She was like, oh, yeah, like, they're dating. They were dating, because he always caught them kissing. I thought that was a normal fact. Nah, it wasn't, and so she posted it online, and that just warmed my heart, honestly. He was like, oh yeah, they were kissing all the time behind stage, and then kind of separated when they were out in public. I was like, yes, we have a Larry, guys. We have a Larry. And yeah, that's really it. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it other than like, oh yeah, I just get a relationship tattoo, multiple relationship tattoos, like couple tattoos with my supposedly just best mate, and yeah, they just mean nothing. Nope, they mean nothing to me. I haven't even seen some of these. I'm like, ow. I'm like, dear God, help these people. You could have came up with a better lie. You could have came up with a better lie. But other than, yeah, I don't know what to talk about. But like, yeah, that's all that I have for today. I mean, honestly, if you think about the tattoos, the height difference, everything, I'm just like, put it all together. This is why I'm Larry. But anyways, have a good day, and I'll see you next video. Bye.